Alrighty folks, I am back. Welcome back. So what I'm doing today, I'm in my garage and you can see the clutter. So if you remember about 2 videos back, I was talking about getting some shelving. Well, my shelving came, I got it put together, and I'm getting ready to put it in my garage. So I'm gonna be putting one right there. So I gotta move all this stuff, and the first one's gonna go there, and then all my used oils, bam, on that shelf. I got a place for my jacks. So I got a spare wheel. I'll have to decide where I want to put that. I gotta hang my shovel and stuff, and my sprinkler. Then I got a place for my buckets on that shelf too, and it's gonna go right there. And then once I got that shelf right there cleared, I'm going to take this shelf, voila, right there, and that's where I'm gonna put all my stains, my paints, all my garden fertilizer, stuff like that, my cleaners, yeah, all that kind of stuff, etc., etc. So that's gonna open up a lot of space, and then I have plans for that section there. It's gonna get something else. That shelf is going to be, well, this cupboard, not shelf, is going to be my electrical bench. So obviously I got my chop saw bench, my table saw. So the bench back there is pretty well going to be cleaned off, because all my electrical stuff is going to be here. All my garden stuff is going to be on this shelf. All my cutoff ends and stuff, if I have space on that shelf, I'm going to put it on there. If not, I might find room underneath the bench. So I put a lot of that stuff under there. I got a bench grinder. That thing is going to go on there. So yeah, that's going to open up a lot of space. I have the rest of the wood to finish making those gates. So I still have this one sitting here, waiting to be hung. Those boards are going to turn into gates. I will not show those as I'm making them, but I probably will show those when I'm hanging them, because there is some components that I'm going to be putting on there that you've probably seen in the video where I hung the gates. So just basically some upgrades from what the old gates had, and making these better. So I'm going to get busy, and I will see you, and I'll show you the garage, or my shop, because I do not use it as a garage. I park my vehicles out there, but it's my shop, my wood shop, my working shop, and it's connected to the house. I can just pop right in there, and I'm right in my living room. So I will get this organized, and I will show you guys how it looks after I'm done. So stick with us. I got some more stuff planned for this video. With all this talking done, I am going to, for the 3rd time saying this, or 100, I don't know, I'm gonna get busy. Well folks, part of my organizing scheme, I decided to cut this thing down. Unfortunately, I didn't think to video it there. But yeah, that would have been something nice to video. But yeah, just cut it down and it cleared up some space on my house and be some scrap. Get a little bit of cash out of it. And that's that, unless somebody wants to buy it for 50 bucks, but it'll be scrap by then, so. Oh wow. I can put it back up and video it, but it's too late now. So there it was. No more. Cleaned up. And then that right there, you can see the weird place that my air conditioning goes up into, because my furnace is up there. But anyways, that right there, them brackets, I'm gonna leave them there. And this cement, I'm gonna leave this here. Per chance that I put a big long flagpole right there, and then my flag will be up there instead of in the front of the house. I got a spot right there. Possibly not. We'll have to see. Now I gotta get this all in my truck. It was 42 feet. I got my tape measure out and I measured it, and well, it was between 42 and 43. It was like 42 and a half or something. I just say 42 and it's good. But I was going to use this for my flagpole, and I decided it's kind of an eyesore, so decided to get rid of it. So yeah, get it loaded up, get the rest of the scrap loaded up, and I may show you the garage organized a little better. I might wait till I have the rest of that wood cut up, and because I'm not completely done, but I might show you my progress. So hey guys, real quick, I want to interrupt this video a little bit, and I want to tell you some exciting news. I guess exciting news for me, not so much for you guys, but I opened up an Etsy shop. My Etsy shop name on there is ARCandDIY, and that is all one word, there's no spaces. You can look me up on there, and I am selling the key hanging boards that you watched me make in a previous video. So I made 6 boards, I believe it was, and I'm selling 4 out of the 6, and I have other stuff that I want to do with the other 2. And you can follow me on Facebook, on my Facebook page, and that is a little bit of anything, and that's 2 words, a little bit of anything. And I'll have the links for my Facebook in the description. So if you want to do that, you can follow me there. Another thing, I have a website you can go to. So if you go to www.alittlebitofrusticCreations.com, you can find me on the web. So if you do that, basically I have that set up right now where you can just subscribe to that, and you can, if you want to do like something custom, you can send me a photo or a drawing of something that you want made. It can't be very big. I'm not going to do any big stuff, but you can do that. You can send that to me, and I'll let you know if I can build something like that, kind of how long it would take me to do that, and yeah, you can do customization through that if you want something custom built that I don't have. So yeah, and I will have my website in the description box again as well. And again, you can subscribe to my channel if you want to. But yes, I just wanted to interrupt this video a little bit and let you guys know that I'm selling my product. So my website, later on, I'll probably be putting more product on there to see how good it does. So basically on my Etsy, I'm just selling the 4 products right now, just to see how well that'll sell, and kind of get it out there and just see what happens. And same with my website. I've had my website for a while, I just haven't done anything with it. But I'm putting it out there now. Later on, I'll probably have some merch on there, hats, t-shirt, you know, typical stuff like that, along with, you know, some special products that, you know, I made, and you guys watch me make it, and then I'll sell it. I may do some giveaways. We'll see how that works out. But anyways, back to the video. Alrighty, everybody. Got all my stuff hung up properly. I had to bend my hooks so I could hang everything. They were kind of sagging, but got some trash here, but that's gonna get taken care of. Got that shelved. I got my electrical bench over here. Zip tying some stuff up. Put me a lamp here. Still have to figure out what that is. Some kind of oil. It smelled very toxicating. It smelled very toxic. So this thing, I'm debating if I want to sell it or if I want to keep it. It's an old saw to cut metal that I had put a wood blade on and was using to cut wood. So I might get rid of that. And my table saw I'm just going to put in the corner whenever I'm not using it. This thing is going to get mounted on here. All this yellow stuff, this oilcloth, whatever it is going to get tore out, and I'm going to put like a toolbox liner, like the liner that you put in a toolbox drawer. I'm going to put that on the top. Made a little cubby for all my nails, and then just got some random stuff up here, some of my chargers, and then these things I didn't throw away. This is obviously not included, that's new, but like that, these two, and that old can back there, that is all some old stuff. I'm not sure how old it is, but it's got some antique value. Not sure what this is. If anybody knows what this is, please comment, let me know. I know it's some kind of tool to get an angle or something, but I'm not sure what it was used for. But I got tools there, tools over here. I got to sort through that. These lights I'm going to clean, and they're going to get hung, one on that side of the door. I'll probably hang one on either side, like one by that shelf, one by this shelf, and then I'll have another one that I might just hang maybe right there, or replace that thing, or I'll put it somewhere. Trust me. This stuff I'm gonna burn tonight in my campfire. So all that's gonna get taken care of. I'm gonna get a smaller tote for my Christmas lights and be able to put it sideways under there. The bottom tote is all my hunting gear that I'm gonna do something with that yet. And this, I've always had this. That's where I put all my power tools. Got my pop can barrel, and these are all projects that I'm going to be working on. Some of them maybe not, but there's a couple in there that there's going to be a project I'm going to be making a video on. I got this bin here with random like my driveway markers, just random stuff that gets used over time. I got an extra board I'm going to use to fix some steps. After I finish putting these gates together, I'm going to use that cardboard to stain these gates, and after I have that stain, that cardboard is going to get thrown away and it'll open up a big space there. This wood here is extra, and that is going to be another project. That's going to be a video eventually. I got my lawnmower stuck here. So this long light, this stuff, and that is going to get taken out of here. So this long light here, I was going to scrap the metal piece and I forgot about it. So that's going to be taken care of later. But yeah, then I have all this used motor oil here, there. So about 1.5 shelves of used motor oil that I'm going to dispose of yet. I got everything pretty well organized. This is how I've always wanted to organize it. So if I ever want to work on my car, I can bring my car in here, work on it. But that will probably usually never happen because I tend to work on it outside unless it's very cold and rainy. Then there's probably the possibility that I'll bring it in here and work on it. So anyways, I'm going to jump in, or we're not going to do any more jumping. I'm going to continue with making a nice project from some of these woods. Hope you enjoy it. So the project that I'm going to be working on to continue this video, I wasn't sure which project I'm going to work on. I have a couple projects back here that I need to do, and I also have these lights that I need to get hung up, wired, and hooked to my light switch. So what I'm going to be doing with those, that's the project I'm going to be working on. So what I'm going to be doing with those is I'm going to be cutting these boards down to 14 inches. So I'm going to need 4 boards cut down to 14 inches. Those are going to get mounted on here. The reason that I'm doing this project is because I'm staining right now, and I want to stain these boards the same color while I have stain in my sprayer before I clean it. So it'll save me some time. I won't have to get my sprayer back out and stain or use a brush. So 4 cuts, bam. Stain him, and then bring him in here and mount these lights on these boards. So there's 2 holes right here. So there's a hole on either side on each one, and they have these brackets, but I'm going to completely bypass these and just run a screw in there into the board. So it's going to be like that, with, of course, the wire's not going to be sticking out. So it's going to look like that, cut off at 14 inches, and then it's going to be taken, and there's going to be one here. So the reason I'm using these boards is because I can screw them to my baseboard on my foundation, and it'll give it some nice character. So another thing I have to do is I'm using that 6-way right there as my electricity, and I'll just show you that. So this right now is my light switch. So if I bonk, all my lights go off and anything plugged to this. So what I want to do is put a light switch right here, and then wire, put some plug-ins in where I can plug my lights in. It'll be a temporary situation, but the light switch will be a permanent deal. That's what I'm going to be working on. And cut, stain, mount. Well, might as well get busy. So time's a wasting. Alrighty. So I got these cleaned up. So what I had to do is do some wiring first. So I decided to rough wire my garage, so I can get these installed and have a decent light switch. So I'll show you what I got done so far. So I'm have to put some wire in here yet, and that's going to run over up here, over, and then down into that thing. So I have that done, and this will control my lights. This is just loose. That's going to go on there. So this is where I'm pulling my wire for my lights. And then this is going to be live all the time. So I wired into this first and then connected over here. And then the live coming out of here comes out, runs up, goes into this junction box, is going to connect to this light, is going to come over, goes into here, and then this light is going to get connected into there, and all my other lights that I have hooked up are going to get connected into there as well. So I have a junction box here. It runs all the way to this end, so I'm going to have a light over by my bikes and one by my shelf. So I didn't have enough wiring. I do have some that I can get, so I just need enough wiring to finish going over to my light there, and then one to go from that outlet up over into that one. I got to drill a hole in the tops that come out in here, so it'll go in, and I might go in and kind of angle them up into this. And then after I got everything wired, I can come over here, shut my electricity off, come over here, poke that in, get it all tightened up in there, make sure everything is grounded off, come over here, put the new outlet in here with the ground, and we're good to go. So that's what we're going to be working on. So I had to take this board off with all the stuff hanging on it to mount that. I got my wire run for this. Get my lights in there all fancy. Yeah, everything is wired. I just have to get bulbs and put bulbs in them. And then the last thing I have to do is take these two, run them into there, and we're done. Alrighty folks, It's the next day. See the lights bright. Anyways, I got everything wired. Got that. I already showed all this. Still have my light on. So I made all my connections. That. Got the light off. Got all this wired. And then this is the cord for all my lights. I got everything cleaned up. And now I'm gonna go officially turn on the breaker. This is the light that I was using to see if the breaker goes on and off. That's for the other cord, and I'll be doing that. Should probably unplug that. It's not on because it's a heat lamp. And I am going to turn on the breaker. Now, so obviously nothing happened because my garage light for the garage door, that light came on. So theoretically, if I turn this switch on, all my lights should come on. So we're gonna see if the light's gonna come on or if there's gonna be blue flames everywhere. Nice. So off, on. And my bulb in there does not work. And I was figuring it probably wouldn't because it was kind of looked like it was blown. So all I gotta do is get a new bulb for that one, and my lights will work. See that black? That means it's a bad bulb. Now it's in the trash. So the only thing left to do, let me show you, is, so this is the cord I have my light plugged into, is find the breaker for that. And I'm not too sure where the breaker is for that because it's not marked. So that's what I have this for, is with a light I can go down through the breakers and I can find my breaker. So that's what we're gonna do. Pretty cool. It's pretty awesome finally having a light switch. Even though it's just, you know, rigged, it's just rough wiring, it's not permanent, but it's still pretty awesome. So what I did with this is just cord. Now I had this cord and the ground part of the male end was broke off. So I decided to just use that as my wiring. Now I did buy this cord. It was a 50-foot cord and it was 13 bucks. Now, if I was to buy wire, a 50-foot roll of wire, it was well over $100. So to change that outlet, I could just, bam, turn all the water off, or water. I seen pump or water. I could turn all the electricity off, but I don't know where the breaker is for that outlet. And we're gonna find it today. So what I'm gonna do, I'll probably shut something off that I shouldn't, but I'm just gonna go down through here and I'm gonna find that breaker. It's not that one. I know what that one is. Oh, that was the basement lights. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. There we have it. I found it. Alrighty. So Make sure I turn it off. Have it off. My wife knows what I'm doing, so she's not going to come down here and just turn a breaker on that she shouldn't. So we are safe. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, kind of organizing my garage, cleaning up, hanging these lights, which is a big plus. Now that I have these lights in here, I kind of have lights over by my door for my electric bench, lights on that wall, and it kind of gives it a nice look, you know. So I made a space right here against the wall that I can put my chops on, you know, just organize it, and I could literally pull my car in here if I wanted to, without having to always take everything and shove it all the way in the back, because I have everything on a shelf. I got everything organized, and my push mower, my battery operated push mower, I'll probably hang that on the wall once it is officially not in use because of winter time. So the next thing I got to do is organize my mini barn, which right now is my dog house. So my dog has free roam. My big blue heeler, he's got free roam in that dog house, or in the mini barn. That's basically his house. Like, that is the dog house. I'm not kidding you. He's got that, and he can go outside. I'm going to redo all that and make it a lot nicer for him for this winter. I may even add a heater. I don't know. He's used to the cold. So yeah, give him a nice place. I'm going to use it for storage. So some of the stuff that I'm going to be storing, like some extra wood and stuff that that I don't have any projects for, is going to be down there. And I'm going to clean that out. I probably won't video that, but you never know what I'm going to video. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. It's not hard at all. And again, you can find me on patreon.com at patreon.com/ARCandDIY. If you want to do that, you can do that. If not, you can just keep watching on YouTube for free. So we will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.